Which US state is impossible to invade? Sarah, say hello to our
Hi
friend.
guys. I bet it's Texas.
Texas. I guess we shall see, Sarah.
Okay.
Ask them for the most important thing.
Guys, leave a like, thumbs up.
And if they subscribe,
You make our day.
damn right. Link below. By the way, actually, you can also hype a video nowadays. Please
Yeah.
do it. Let's go.
The United States can defend itself against almost any country on Earth. But what
Right.
if every state had to stand alone? Here are the states that could best fight off an invasion and
Oh,
one
see,
that
Texas
simply
is there.
But you know what? I think Texas is a nice choice. I think
Yeah.
Texas is a nice choice.
They have a
wouldn't
lot
fall.
of history.
No, yeah, fighting against Mexico
Yeah.
and stuff like that, and they have a lot of cans also. So
Here are the states that could best fight off an invasion and one that simply wouldn't fall. But
Okay.
before we get to the states that could actually hold out, two would collapse almost immediately. Number 12, Delaware. The first and most glaring issue with Delaware is its size. It covers almost 2,500 square miles, making it the second smallest state in the entire country. At its widest point, the state is just about 35 miles across. That means a modern mechanized force could cross the entire state in a matter of hours. And the geography makes things even worse. Delaware is one of the flattest regions in North America. There are no mountain ranges, no dense forests, no swamps,
Really?
and virtually
So
no natural choke
it's
points.
easy.
It's
Okay.
okay, but you know what? I feel like we don't have any viewers from Delaware.
Really? Oh, come on, guys.
No, it's a very small state. It's a beautiful state, from what I understand. I
believe.
didn't know it was that flat, but I know we have a lot of viewers from Texas, from California, from the Midwest region,
Chicago.
Chicago, yeah. But I don't remember anyone from Delaware.
Okay.
Interesting. We have people from Alaska. That's why but Delaware, I'm not aware. Delaware, I'm not, okay.
a welcome mat
Good
for an
one.
invading army. Delaware's population is just over 1 million people, ranking it among the least populated state in the U.S.
Is
and that
a
means
lot.
available
Yeah, I mean, for America, it's not a lot.
Okay.
Because it's like in California, California is like 50 million people or 40 million, more than Canada.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, this is a very small state.
manpower for defense would be extremely limited. Militarily, Delaware has very little standing combat power of its own. The
Oh,
state
man.
has no major active duty U.S. Army, Navy, or Marine Corps bases within its borders. Delaware wouldn't slow an invasion, it would barely register. The next state isn't much better. Number 11, Rhode Island. Rhode Island
Island?
also has a size problem, covering around 1,200 square miles. From border to border, an invading force could move across the state in well under a day. The state has a
Okay.
long, indented coastline dominated by Narragansett Bay, one of the largest natural harbors on the East Coast. While that geography has historically been an economic asset, from a combat point of view, it is a huge liability. The bay creates dozens of amphibious landing sites, and the surrounding low-lying coastal terrain offers few natural obstacles. When the bullets start to fly, Rhode Island brings very little to the fight. But from here on out, the picture changes. Number 10.
Oh, okay.
Pennsylvania.
Now it will be the ones that are really difficult
Okay.
to invade. Pennsylvania. All right.
Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania marks the
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania?
Sarah. Let's speak American.
From here on out, the picture changes. Number 10, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania marks the transition point, not just because it's impossible to invade, but because it would be extremely hard to hold. The state's biggest strength is its central location and massive infrastructure footprint. Most of the state is shaped by the Appalachian Mountains, including long ridge and valley systems that funnel movement into predictable routes. These ridges, combined with narrow river valleys, create ready-made defensive lines, choke points, and ambush zones. Population is where Pennsylvania truly starts to separate itself from the easier targets.
How
With a
many
population
people?
of around 13 million people,
Okay.
it has
It's more people than in our country, Sarah. Wow, 40 million
Unbelievable.
people in Pennsylvania. That's crazy, actually. That's a lot of people.
It is.
plenty of manpower. Large urban cities like Philadelphia and Pittsburgh act as industrial and transportation hubs. And then there's the dozens of mid-sized cities and towns filling the interior. Pennsylvania punches well above its weight at the state level. The crown jewel is Fort Indiantown Gap, one of the largest and busiest National Guard training centers in the United States, supporting
Okay.
training for more than 100,000 troops a year. That makes Pennsylvania a major center for mobilization and sustained operations. But some states don't need massive bases. Their defenses are built into the ground. Number 9.
Wait, and Pennsylvania being this strong is only number 10.
Imagine number one.
All right, Colorado, beautiful Colorado. By the way, Colorado, for real, Sarah, we have to react to a video about Colorado alone.
Okay.
Is one of the most beautiful states ever.
Oh, now I want to see.
No, it's gorgeous. Okay, Colorado. Colorado ranks so well. I didn't expect this.
Colorado. Colorado stands out as a state where terrain and strategic infrastructure gives the advantage to defenders. The Rocky Mountains dominate the western and central portions of the state. Much of Colorado sits at an elevation above 5,000 feet, with over 50 peaks exceeding 14,000 feet. The mountainous interior severely restricts
The mountains
large-scale
is
movement.
important too, right?
Yeah, it is basically a natural protection. I have to make a confession, Sarah.
What?
I already reacted to this video.
Oh,
so I know the number one.
You know. Okay.
No, but I don't remember that well.
Don't tell me, okay?
But yeah.
For any opposing forces. The Colorado Springs region hosts some of the most critical command, control, and early warning infrastructure in the United States. Facilities such as Peterson Space Force Base often support critical missions, while the Cheyenne Mountain Complex remains one of the most famous hardened military facilities in the world. And
Crazy.
then there is Fort Carson Army Base and the United States Air Force Academy, which means Colorado will have both ground and air forces at their disposal. Colorado's interior position adds another layer of defense. With no coastline and long distances to any entry point, an invading force would have to fight deep inland through rugged terrain before reaching anything that actually matters. Paired with a strong National Guard presence and a population comfortable in high-altitude terrain.
It seems very difficult to invade, so why it is only in
Number
the
9.
ninth position?
That's a great question that I have no idea. But seems very difficult for sure.
Colorado gives defenders time, space, and advantages that an attacker can't easily overcome. And if you think Colorado's terrain is formidable in the
Yeah, I guess it's the terrain, because they don't have, they are in the middle, so there is no water around them.
Yeah.
And they are surrounded by mountains. Colorado is tough, but again, it's only number 9. To be fair, that's crazy. Even if I watched this video back in the day, I honestly don't remember what states will appear here.
Okay.
I believe I remember the number 1, but apart from that, I don't remember anything else.
this next state, the people are the first line of defense. Number 8, New York.
New
York has a
York,
population of about
okay.
19.5 million people, making it the fourth most populous state in the United States. That concentration of people translates directly into manpower, logistical capacity, and resistance potential, which makes sense if you've ever met a New Yorker. New York's geography combines major ports, inland rivers, and rugged terrain. The Hudson River.
See, but that's the thing. When we think about New York, we think about New York City.
Yeah, right.
And the state, the
It's
state,
more than that. Yeah.
it's more than people say. It's a gorgeous state. It's very beautiful. I feel like there is a lot of mountains also there.
Okay, right.
Again, New York City is a different thing. It's part of New York, but you understand what I mean.
River forms a natural north-south corridor that is both strategically vital and defensible. Meanwhile, regions like the Appalachian Highland and Adirondack Mountains break up movement and create defensible interior zones far from the coast. New York also has substantial in-state forces capable of immediate response. Fort Drum is home to the elements of the 10th Mountain Division, one of the U.S. Army's most combat-experienced and rapidly deployable light infantry formations. Trained for cold weather and rugged terrain, the division is tailor-made for the conditions an invader would face in New York's north and interior. But New York's true defensive nightmare for any invader is urban terrain. New York City alone contains around 300 square miles of dense urban environment. Subways, tunnels, bridges, high-rise buildings, and underground infrastructure. Urban environments like those overwhelmingly favor defenders, and in a city of this size, even a small fraction of the population resisting could tie down occupying forces. Every block becomes a choke point, every building a potential stronghold, and every transportation artery
the buildings help.
Everything else, yeah. I mean,
interesting.
To be fair, I think no country would mess with America. Trying to invade America is completely insane. Even, let's say, even Delaware. No one would ever touch Delaware. But this is interesting because for sure certain states are quite more protected. That's a fact.
Ability for an occupier. If New York is hard to take, this next state levels up and
Ooh, I'm seeing alligators. I'm gonna go Alabama.
adds gators. Number 7, Florida.
Florida. Yeah, Florida. Florida. But there is alligators also in Alabama. There is alligators also in Alabama.
And California, no?
No,
California
no,
only
no.
have as sharks.
California, I don't even know if California have sharks.
Okay, never mind.
But maybe they have. Yeah. Florida may have both, sharks, alligators.
Looks easy on a map. In reality, it is an occupation nightmare. The first challenge is sheer exposure. Florida has over 1,300 miles of coastline. It's surrounded by the Atlantic Ocean and the Gulf of America.
Sorry, but you know the expression. We have we have a lot of viewers from Florida, actually.
Okay.
But, wait a second. You know the expression "Florida man"?
No. What
I don't
that
think
means?
Florida woman is an expression.
Florida man?
Florida man is kind of like a lot of crazy people in Florida.
Okay, that's good or
No, it depends, I guess. But the thing is, you see, I don't know, you see someone with the alligator going into
okay. Very wild.
Wild people.
Wild people.
You know?
Okay, with courage.
I actually saw, but this
Brave
is not a
people.
joke. There is a video of, I guess, a Florida man going to a gas station or a supermarket. It was a store. I don't know what type of store it was, with an alligator right here
What?
in his arm.
Why?
Yeah, a baby alligator, of course.
Why? Just to show.
Because Florida.
Formerly the Gulf of Mexico.
right.
This creates dozens of potential landing sites that are impossible
But, and I think in Florida, they love guns also.
Of course.
No, not of course, Sarah. Certain states don't.
So it's difficult to invade Florida because of wild animals.
Wild animals and Florida men.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay.
And I think this is the state that probably, if I had to guess, have more guns than people.
All
I
right.
think Florida is that type of state.
America, formerly the Gulf of Mexico. This creates dozens of potential landing sites that are impossible to defend all at once, but just as hard for an attacker to control after landing. The Sunshine State is home to about 22 million people, and some of them are Florida men. And
Okay.
he comes packing. Florida,
See, Florida man. He said that.
2 million people, and some of them are Florida men. And
All
he comes packing.
right.
Florida
No
has one
one
of the
mess
largest
with
civilian
Florida
firearm
men.
populations in the United States, with millions of privately owned guns. While this
Okay.
See,
doesn't replace
Car for
no,
fight.
there is more guns than, I feel like in Florida, everyone has a gun. You know what? Florida should be top 3. Florida, this is only number 7, right?
Yeah, so crazy.
Crazy. So
Yeah.
imagine the other 6.
So,
It's crazy.
oh my god. Okay.
No, Texas will
Let's
appear. I don't remember, I have to admit, but I assume Texas will appear.
So you have to, for number 1, we have to have wild animals, mountains,
Mountains.
Florida man.
No, Florida man. No, sorry.
The same mindset.
No.
Guns?
That's
Okay.
the thing. Only in Florida man belongs to Florida.
Okay.
Florida men, and he comes packing. Florida has one of the largest civilian firearm populations in the United States,
Crazy.
with millions of privately owned guns. While this doesn't replace organized military force, it significantly lowers the chances of occupation and pacification, especially in suburban sprawl. Militarily, Florida has MacDill Air Force Base in Tampa, which
The
is one of the most
enemy don't
strategically
have
important
chance.
air installations in the U.S. It hosts U.S. Central Command and U.S. Special Operations Command headquarters,
Okay,
along
that's
with
good.
major aerial refueling and airlift units. That
Special
makes MacDill a
Operation
vital
Command.
logistics command and coordination hub, and a high-value, heavily protected target. And then there's the terrain that no invading force wants to deal with, the Everglades. Covering approximately 1.5 million acres, this expanse of swamps, wetlands, and sawgrass marshes is a nightmare for occupying forces. Roads are limited, visibility is poor,
It's
and
tough.
the environment itself becomes the enemy. And of course, there is always the risk of being attacked by alligators. Up to this
course.
point, invasion has been difficult, but from here on out, it becomes strategically reckless. Number
Okay. Washington State.
You know, Oh man, Washington State surprises me. But you know what? Florida seems impossible to
Yeah.
invade. This is the state that it actually feels impossible. No, okay, let's see Washington again.
6. Washington State. Washington's rugged, irregular coastline along the Pacific Ocean creates a natural barrier, while Puget Sound forms a highly defensible maritime environment. Any invading force attempt
Yeah, the coast is like this, a lot of
Okay.
rocks and stuff like it's difficult.
It's
yeah.
difficult. You have to climb.
Yeah, no, makes sense. Washington
Yeah.
is probably very tough.
attempting a coastal landing would immediately face numerous choke points and navigational hazards. That immediately rules out a surprise assault. Strategically, Washington is home to Joint Base Lewis McChord, JBLM, one of the largest military installations in the continental United States.
I think this is also related with the military bases. If there is
Yeah.
a lot of military bases, a lot of
The
military
state
presence.
is more strong.
Yeah, because it is at the end of the day.
Yeah,
they
it
are,
is, yes.
they are there. So.
BLM hosts tens of thousands of Army and Air Force personnel, along with extensive training ranges, airlift capabilities, and rapid deployment units. It makes it a powerful hub for regional defense and for force projection. Inland Washington is far from easy terrain. The state is dominated by the Cascade and Olympic mountain ranges, which form natural defensive barriers. Combined with the state's significant National Guard presence and access to airlift and logistics through JBLM, these geographic features multiply the problems an invading force would face. And this is where the list stops being theoretical. Number 5, Virginia. At this point, the
Virginia.
invasion stops
But it's not the
What?
it's not the Virginia you are thinking. You're thinking about West Virginia.
Yeah.
No, they
No?
have
Okay.
no. There is two states in America that have the name Virginia. Is
Okay.
West Virginia and Virginia.
Okay.
But they are neighbors, so it kind of makes sense.
I'm learning.
being about terrain and starts to be about concentration.
See, look, this is Virginia, the map, and
Oh, okay.
West Virginia, right there.
Okay.
Virginia is where that becomes obvious. Geographically, the state offers layered defensive terrain. The eastern portion includes the complex Atlantic coastline, filled with estuaries, inlets, rivers, and peninsulas. Inland, the terrain rises to the Blue Ridge Mountains and the Appalachian foothills, where ridgelines, forests, and narrow valleys create natural defensive lines. Virginia's military footprint is one of the largest in the nation. The state is home to Naval Station Norfolk, the largest naval base in the world. Nearby
Yeah.
facilities such as Langley Air Force Base, Marine Corps Base Quantico, Fort Belvoir, and Fort Gregg Adams host Army, Air Force, and Marine Corps. Good luck.
Okay. I have to say one thing. I actually don't know the number one anymore. I thought it was Virginia.
Maybe Texas.
But I don't think it's Texas actually.
Alaska? No.
Oh, could be Alaska. I didn't even thought about that.
Seems difficult.
I don't remember
you
at
have
this point.
geographic
Yeah,
speaking. Okay.
geography is a difficult word.
Yeah.
But you know what? Because I know Virginia in terms of military bases, military facilities and stuff like that. Maybe the most important state in America. I really thought, I swear, I
Okay.
thought this was the number one. I don't remember the number one anymore. And I don't remember the top four.
Let's see.
But maybe it's Alaska. Now that you are talking about, maybe it is.
Yeah.
Getting an easy victory here. Virginia packs power into a small space, but the next state spreads it across an entire continent-sized area. Number 4,
Okay.
California.
California.
Okay, California.
Okay.
California is the state. This makes sense because the California is the richest state of all.
Okay.
You know, that is where Google and all of those companies are all used.
So they have to be protected
Yeah,
by the military.
And apart from that, they also have great terrain. In terms of geography, they are good also. No, but California, I actually thought California could be top 2, top 3, top 4. Okay.
California ranks near the top of the hardest to invade states because it combines
And
a
a lot of
massive
people.
population, strategic military infrastructure, and complex terrain. The state is home to around 40 million people, making it the most populous state in the United
Okay.
States. This provides an enormous
You know what? Most
What?
people are not watching the video anymore. They quit after 5 minutes. My friends, tell us in the comments from where you are watching us. If you are watching,
Yeah.
because I know we have a lot of viewers from California, from Texas, from Illinois. Please tell us in the comments, my friends. We would love to know if you are in a very protected state.
Enormous pool of potential defenders, both in terms of organized military personnel and civilian manpower capable of supporting resistance or insurgency. Geographically, California presents a variety of natural defenses.
Yeah.
The state has a long coastline along the Pacific Ocean, stretching over 800 miles, punctuated by major ports including San Diego, Los Angeles, and Oakland. These are critical for both defense and supply, enabling rapid reinforcement, resupply, and power projection along the coast. Inland, the Sierra Nevada mountain range and numerous valleys create natural defensive corridors. California's military infrastructure is equally formidable. The state hosts Naval Base San Diego, the largest Navy base on the West Coast. Then,
Makes sense.
San Diego is one of the most famous ones. Yeah, and could be the strongest military base there.
Yeah.
there's Camp Pendleton, a major Marine Corps installation, Edwards Air Force Base, a premier test and training facility, and National Training Center at Fort Irwin, one of the largest and most advanced Army training areas in the country. These bases
and they have California men also.
Of course they have.
no,
Okay.
they don't.
But they have guns anyway, so.
I don't think actually, my friend, sorry, but I think California is a bit more liberal, you know.
Oh, okay.
It's not as the conservative type of state. So maybe that in terms of guns, probably per capita, of course, you'll see more. I could be saying something very wrong, but at least to me makes sense. You probably see more in Texas and Florida.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But even Florida, I think Florida is what they call a purple state. It's not red or blue, it's purple. It's a mix. Sometimes
It is in the middle, okay.
Yeah, sometimes Republicans win, sometimes Democrats win. So there is a lot of states that are like that. But California tends to be blue and Texas red. So it's kind of like those two kind of never change, right, my friends?
I get it. Okay.
Combat-ready troops, aviation assets, armored units, and extensive training programs. The state's technology, energy, and manufacturing sectors provide the ability to sustain resistance, repair infrastructure, and coordinate defenses even under prolonged pressure. Combined with mountains, deserts, and coastal defenses, California becomes extremely hard to seize and nearly impossible to hold completely.
No, California have everything. Is the deserts, mountains. Yeah, California is very well protected.
Mm-hmm. State turns the battlefield into a war of distance and endurance. Number 3.
I saw that. But Texas is only number 3.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay.
It surprised me, yeah.
But in Texas, for sure, I think every Texan's have
a gun. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
No, it's not for sure.
No. Oh,
no, there is a lot of people in Texas that don't have guns, to be fair. But I would bet that in Texas, per capita, there is more guns than people.
Okay.
Yeah. My friends, are we correct on this?
Texas.
And the ones, like, again, the ones that don't have guns, there is some guy that have like 20. That compensates, you know what I mean? Yeah,
Good point.
In Texas, they are very in Texas, they are, in terms of guns, they are protected.
Everything is bigger in Texas, and that causes a problem for any invasion force. With a land area of around 268,000 square miles, it is the second largest state in the United States. It is larger than France.
They have the desert,
yeah,
right?
deserts that they have. They have in the hill country. They have mountains. No, and Texas are now being serious. A lot of people. They have, I believe, a lot of military bases.
Okay.
They have
wild animals.
I don't think that's a big deal in Texas. I don't think Texas.
Count.
No, but I think Texas is okay in terms of. Florida is more crazy in terms of wild animals. No, but Texas I think is a tough state, and they fought against Mexico. Yeah. They know how to fight. You know what I mean?
Massive size gives defenders enormous depth, making it impossible for an invading force to quickly take over the entire state. Add in a population of over 30 million people, and Texas also provides a vast manpower pool for both organized military units and local resistance efforts. Texas is also heavily militarized. The state hosts multiple major Army and Air Force bases, including Fort Hood, Joint Base San Antonio, and Fort Bliss. These bases serve as hubs for
I'm not sure if you remember, but in San Antonio, we saw people with military equipment and stuff like that. So.
I remember.
Deployment, logistics, and sustained combat operations, giving Texas the ability to defend itself, counterattack, and maintain operations deep into its territory. Additionally, Texas's interstate highways, rail networks, and energy infrastructure create internal logistical resilience, allowing defenders to move troops, equipment, and supplies efficiently across vast distances. And
no, but the infrastructure in Texas was amazing.
Yeah.
It was actually amazing, my friend. It's something that we talk here at home quite often.
Surprises a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah. How good they are.
Everything was there. Texas was a fantastic experience, you know.
after Texas, invasion stops being a land problem at all. Number 2, Hawaii.
I forgot.
Well, people don't think about Hawaii.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
Why? Why?
Located roughly 2,000
But now I'm with you. It will be Alaska for sure.
400 miles from the U.S. mainland, Hawaii is completely isolated in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Any invasion would require a massive sea lift or airlift operation. That alone creates a logistical nightmare. Supply lines would be extremely vulnerable, and any delay or disruption could doom an invading force before it even reaches the islands. The state's geography places the odds on the side of the defender. Hawaii is an archipelago of islands, each with rugged volcanic terrain, steep cliffs, and limited beaches suitable for amphibious landings. Urban areas are limited and concentrated, while interior regions are mountainous and covered in dense tropical vegetation, perfect for any counterinsurgency. Enemy forces attempting to capture the islands would be funneled into narrow beachheads, making them susceptible to defensive fire, counterattacks, and attrition. Military infrastructure in Hawaii is formidable. Pearl Harbor on Oahu serves as the headquarters of the U.S. Pacific Fleet. Adjacent Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam integrates air and sea power, providing both.
Okay, this the why surprises me, but now that the guy is explaining makes sense. But you know a country that is not surprised by this?
No.
No, never mind. Japan, never mind.
Fleet. Adjacent Joint Base Pearl Harbor Hickam integrates air and sea power, providing both defensive and rapid response capabilities. These bases also function as critical logistics nodes, allowing
come on, it was 50 years ago. Let's move on.
defenders to quickly reinforce positions and resupply units. The presence of such hardened and well-coordinated military assets ensures that any invading force would face a highly capable and prepared defender from the very first landing. And now we reach the state that breaks every invasion model. Number 1, Alaska. At the very top of the list.
What do you mean you won? You said Texas.
No, but then I...
Alaska. Yeah. Now it was obvious.
Yeah.
Is Alaska, a state that combines enormous size, harsh terrain, and extreme isolation. It spans roughly 586,000 square miles, making it larger than Texas and California combined. It's in
Jesus. Alaska is massive. But the neighbors of Alaska is Russia, so, and Russia, they have to be protected. Canada does not matter.
Interior and northern regions are dominated by Arctic and subarctic environments, including mountain ranges, glaciers, tundra, and dense
It must be
forests.
hard to live in a place like this.
Oh, no, there is cities in Alaska. Oh, actually, I would love to react to that with you. I think leave a like if Sarah should react to Alaska with me. But there is certain cities in Alaska that they pay for you to move there if you want.
Okay.
I'm not sure if they pay forever, but at least for a couple of years they give you money too.
The nature should be beautiful.
No, Canada is one of the most beautiful places. It's not in America, in the planet Earth. Alaska is incredible.
Winter conditions can be extreme, creating additional obstacles for any invading force. Population density is another critical factor. Alaska is home to only around 740,000 people, resulting in...
See, that's nothing. That's bigger than Texas and California, so this is nothing.
An average of 1.2 people per square mile, among the lowest in the United States. This sparse population means that an invader could not rely on local resources for logistics or occupation support. Roads are limited, particularly outside of urban centers, and much of the state is accessible only by air or sea. Supply lines would be long, tenuous, and highly vulnerable. The coastline further complicates any potential invasion. Alaska has over 6,600 miles of mainland coastline, creating countless potential landing sites that would require monitoring or defense. The interior and coastal islands, often rugged and difficult to navigate, provide natural defensive depth and numerous areas for defenders to stage ambushes, guerrilla operations, or counterattacks. Alaska also hosts significant military assets geared toward defense and early warning. Joint Base Elmendorf-Richardson and Eielson Air Force Base support air defense, rapid deployment, and Arctic-capable units. Meanwhile, a network of early warning radar installations provides extensive surveillance of northern approaches. These facilities, combined with highly trained personnel accustomed to extreme conditions, ensure that any invading force would face well-prepared defenders in terrain that favors the home force. Now watch, this is how the U.S. will defend...
What a beautiful country.
No, and very well protected
Yes.
overall. And I like this type of videos because I think Texas for a lot of people would be the obvious choice. But the more you think about, Alaska makes sense.
Yeah.
That's it, Sarah. Thank you so much. Say goodbye to our friends.
Bye, guys.
Bye, our friends.